One thing that we're really big on is providing the client with checklists and next steps so they have a good understanding of what is to come and what we need from them and what we're actually going to provide to them. But a question that I often don't get the opportunity to get in a new relationship is, well, what's the start of the process looks like? What's that first step like? And for us, it's really kind of a deep dive into what your goals are, what your pain points are as an advertiser, and figuring out, well, how do we integrate into that and improve upon it and achieve what you want an ad agency to achieve for you, which could be a couple of different things, actually multiple different things, depending on what the client is, what the goals are. And really, that beginning process ends up being more information based and collecting that information, and then taking that and saying, okay, based off of what we learned in a very short amount of time, this is what we would do if it was our business. And this is what we would do to try to achieve those goals if they were our goals. And what happens a lot of time with that is we end up with really a rough draft to showcase where our mindset is, if it's in line with the prospective client, if it's makes sense for what they want to achieve. And what it does, it allows us to have a little bit of a blueprint to build off of. Because advertising is an always evolving thing. It's always shifting. It's always changing for a variety of different reasons. So the first step should really being able to showcase what our capabilities are, where our thought process is, and then use that to kind of catapult us into next steps and take that presentation, that first initial step, as a learning tool, because we'll learn things, we'll say things, and we'll present things that maybe miss the mark a little bit, or miss the mark completely. But it allows us to say, okay, well, this is what you initially had said, and this is why we did that thing, but actually seeing that mock up or that plan or that strategy made you think, okay, that's not what I want. So what you initially said as a client maybe is different than what we actually presented. So maybe we have to reassess what you really want. So it's a nice, fun process that we have at that initial start to really set up that relationship and that learning process that never ends whenever we bring on a client. We always want to keep on learning because your goals, your problems, and your scalability is constantly in flux.